Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Today I thought we would do a diamond paint and chat, better known as a drill with me in the diamond painting world. I had started on this colorful dandelion picture with you a while back, and it is a full round, which I have not worked with rounds in a long time, but I'm really enjoying the process. Before we get into that, I want to cover a few new things that I received, and we're going to see how well they work. This is a small light pad that I got off of AliExpress. It is extremely light, extremely thin. And when I looked up what an A4 size was, which is what this is supposed to be, this is a tad smaller than a true A4, not by much. So it is pretty comparable to an A4 size light pad. So quite a bit smaller than my big A3, but I thought over here an A4 would work really well. So we are going to give this a try. I have not worked with it yet, so we're going to see if it works. It was cheaper than what you can get an A4 on Amazon, but again, number one, you get what you pay for. Number two, I had to wait a long time for this, as you do with all your AliExpress things. So again, we're going to test that out. What I bought to put that light pad in is a light pad case. Again, got this off AliExpress, and I can leave links for everything that I'm going to show you today down in the description below. This is padded, a padded case, so you can just slip your A4 light pad in here and carry it around with the handles. It does zip closed. If you want to zip it, you would just put the handles inside and zip it closed. It does have two zippers on the front. I put the cord that you need to plug the light pad in. It's a USB plug and a micro USB on this end. And I just wound it up and put it in here, and then you can zip it up. I would put it in here. I'm having a problem with this zipper. It only goes up. Oh, now I tell you, this stuff always makes a liar out of me when I'm on camera. I was having a problem with the zipper. I guess it's fixed magically overnight. So I probably will put the cord in here. There's a little bit more room. So I really do like this case. Again, AliExpress. I don't think it was very expensive. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I figured this would keep my light pad more protected when it's not in use. My other light pad, of course, is up on my drafting table, so it's more protected. This one is going to be getting put away and brought back out and whatnot for when I'm recording here, so I kind of wanted to get a case for it. Then the last thing I wanted to show you is a new, let's get this out of the way, a new tilting stand that I wanted to try. I had seen this on Diamond Painting with Donnie, her YouTube channel, and it looked really neat. I wanted to go ahead and try it for just a smaller stand here. Last time I did a paint with me, a diamond paint and chat, I had my larger stand out here, and while that worked well, I wanted something a little bit more portable for here, because I'm going to be having to tear this down and put it back up every time I do a diamond painting and chat. So I thought I would try this multi-angle stand, and this is what the box looks like. And again, this is from Amazon, so I will link it down below. It is by Image, and this folds up so that your light pad fits right on here. This was, I think, made for a laptop, so you would just place your laptop in here. I don't know if you can see how that, goes out. Then it folds down flat, and that's why I like this, because it folded down so nice and flat. for storage. So when you put this up, it has, I forgot how many different settings, depending on what angle you wanted this at. You know, it really adjusts. I think there's like 11 or 12 different angles. So I have never seen a stand that had this many angles before. So I thought we would go and give both of these items a try. I am going to put it down at a lower angle though for recording purposes. But if you like to do yours at a higher angle because it's easier for you and you don't have to bend over so far, this would work out really nice. They do have, let me put it back down. They do have 4 little pads on here so that it won't scratch your laptop, or in this case, our light pad that we're going to be using. So let's see if this is going to work out okay for recording purposes. I am going to plug in, I already plugged it into the USB port over there. I have a hub. And so I am going to plug this in. Bear with me. See if I got this around the right way. Kind of hard to see here. Here we go. Okay, let's see how this is going to work. And hopefully it'll work. Oh, yes. Okay, now this just has an on and off. I thought the one that I ordered was dimmable. I am going to message the seller and check into that. But this is, I mean, very easy. You just tap it a little bit. And I shouldn't do that because I'm probably making you guys sick turning that on and off. All right, let's see if this is going to work for our diamond painting. And yes, that should work actually quite well. I wonder if I don't have any tape here. I'm probably going to have to tape this on so that it's not falling off all the time because it's going to slip on me. So I think I'm going to pause this. I am going to go get some of my tape and tape this on, and I will be right back. Where's my remote? Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I just have a roll of this decorative duct tape that I bought on clearance. I'm not even sure where. Somewhere in Wausau. It is the Scotch brand. This duct tape does not hold my big diamond paintings on my draft table. It kind of lets go. So I use a different tape out there, but I thought it would work perfect here for my smaller ones. So, isn't that pretty? I like that one. So I just cut a couple of little pieces off, taped it to here, and it did stick well enough to this mesh. This is made out of mesh because, again, this is more made for a laptop. That's preventing it from getting too hot. So it'll also, you know, probably keep this light pad from getting too warm also. So let's go ahead. I wonder... Yeah, that'll help a little bit. I put this down a little bit over the light pad. So let's go ahead and let's get working on this. I do have my work in storage container here. It is the Craftsmate. You can get this on Amazon. I will link it down below. You can also get it at Michael's. It's quite a bit more, but you can use your coupons at Michael's, and sometimes when they have a good sale on them, you can get them cheaper there. Otherwise, with the coupons, they're not a whole lot cheaper than what you can get on Amazon. So this, in case you haven't seen my other video, this is how I kitted up this particular diamond painting. You have these containers in a row. I'll take this one out. And the nice thing about this is they cannot open up. And you will not open more than one at a time because you have to push this button in order to open one of these slots. And I'm leery on opening them because I don't want them to pop. There we go. Okay, so you open one, let this go, and the other ones cannot be opened. To close it, you again have to push this button and it snaps shut. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in the container. We are going to work on this section. And if I run out of things to talk about today, I did find a list of this or that questions. And I opted to print out the list because I was looking on them or at them on an older iPad that I have. This iPad's quite slow though. So it was really hard to scroll through and find the next questions if I had to scroll to the next ones. And I didn't want to do that while I was doing my diamond painting and chat. So I did print some off and we will go through some on that list. All righty, let's get going. I think I will go on to the L's. I think I'm going to have to adjust this light pad over or the diamond painting over because I am off just a tad. So we're going to move it over to here. Okay, I think we're stuck good enough here. Okay, now, I don't know, this is going to be a bad angle to go at. Let's see, because even if I zoom in, let me see if this is going to work from this direction or not. Okay, gonna have to come in a little bit this way. Should have set this up first, huh? Well, it worked great for my initial part of the recording, but okay, now I'm going to have to see where we have to adjust. Maybe I'm going to come out one and then, because that's plenty close, isn't it? Maybe even out one more there. Okay, this should work, I guess. Okay, so L is what number? L is, okay, that's the off-white. That's the 3865. So I am going to go over into this tray. 3865 is my last symbol. And I thought I brought everything over here that I was going to need. I got drill pins, tweezers, wax, but I forgot a drill tray. Kind of need that, so I guess I'm going to have to pause again. I'm so sorry, guys. I will be right back. Okay, I am back once again. We'll see if I can forget anything else. I think I'm just going to keep a diamond tray, a drill pen, everything over here in the drawer here, and then I know I won't forget anything. Well, no, I probably still will forget something. So let's open the 3865. Again, I do have some little pieces of dryer sheets in here because it helps combat the static. And let's just put a few out here. I am opting to use my smaller diamond painting tray, my drill tray, because this is a smaller diamond painting. I don't have real big areas to do, so I am going to use a smaller one. But this is the shape that I like the most out of all of the trays. And I'm going to get my little dryer sheet pieces back in the container. And I'm going to, sorry for my arm, guys. I'm going to close that back up because knowing me, I would spill them. When I shake these, I have a tendency of, especially these smaller ones, I kind of close the spout so that none fall out while I'm shaking it. Okay, and I do have a couple of drill pins loaded up with my handy dandy wax. And let's get going. All right, I have been wanting to get back at this diamond painting so bad because I had so much fun on it last time. Like I said, I have not done a round drill in so long, and I am totally off camera. Oh, Lisa, Lisa, Lisa. Let's get you straight. Now are we? Yeah, okay. Alrighty. How is everybody doing? I hope you all are well. I am recording this on Saturday afternoon, the 16th. Not real sure when I will be putting this up on FaceTube. Oh my gosh. On YouTube. FaceTube, that would be a whole new app, wouldn't it? Somebody should invent that. Become the next Zuckerberg. Make a million or billions. It's unreal how rich that guy is. Who would have thought when he invented Facebook that it would have taken off like it has? Well, same with YouTube. I mean, I forgot how many millions of minutes, is it minutes or seconds of content are uploaded every, I don't know, every hour or something like that on YouTube. It is just an astronomical amount. And I think I mentioned this in a previous video. I cannot imagine the size of servers that they must have to have in order to store all the data from YouTube. I mean, it just has to be astronomical. And here we sit with our little bitty computers. I mean, yes, I just upgraded mine to a 1 terabyte solid state hard drive since starting my YouTube channel, because my laptop was slower than, what did they say, molasses in January? Yeah, it was crawling to a stop. And I had to do something, because before I didn't use my laptop an awful lot. And so let me push this up a little. So it, it bothered me, but not a lot. I could put up with it. But now that I use it on almost a daily basis, and I'm doing some heavy-duty processing with editing my videos and saving them and then uploading them to YouTube, I needed a little bit more juice in there. And yeah, my laptop was rebelling and saying it wanted nothing to do with that. And yeah, it says, no, I'm too old for this. Better go for a newer model. And so I did. Well, at least the hard drive. The rest of it is the original. Kind of like if you get a hip replacement or something. The rest of you is old. Just pieces and parts of you are new. I still say when we turn 50, we should be able to get a whole new body. You know, it seems that's when a lot of our, or even before 50, so when a lot of our aches and pains start, right? I know that's when well, even before 50 is when I started having my back problems. But now I have knee problems. I have bursitis in my left hip. I mean, I'm just falling apart at the seams. But I know many of us have both physical issues, psychological issues, all kinds of issues. And I think that's why many of us got into coloring. And now diamond painting. Diamond painting, I feel, is just as relaxing as coloring. And in some cases, it's even more relaxing than coloring because you don't have to come up with your color schemes. You don't have to worry about blending or shading or, you know, anything like that. You just get out your drills, you follow the pattern, and you put that color in where it's needed. It basically tells you, you know, how to color it. Kind of like color by numbers. So yeah, I love diamond painting. Unfortunately, I have not been working on my waterfall much at all. I worked on it for a little bit last weekend, but my back has really been acting up lately. And so I could only work on it for maybe an hour. And unfortunately, I had to quit. Kind of bummed me out because I was really getting, you know, into the diamond painting mood. You know, you kind of got to be in that mood in order to do it, just like coloring. And for some reason, I don't know, I was in a funk and I just didn't want to do it, it seemed. Let's slide down here. I hope this angle is working okay. If not, I'm going to have to work something else out. I may have to put it back up, way up there on top of my desk on that selfie stick that I originally rigged up when I was showing all my diamond painting tools and all of that because I needed something higher up. So I do still have that up there, but I was kind of hoping I could use my same setup that I use for all of my videos. So please let me know down in the comments if this angle is going to work okay, if I am in close enough. Let me kind of look and see. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to tell on the iPad that I am looking at here. So yes, please let me know. I am going to look back after this recording and see how it looks, I guess, from my end, but I want to hear your opinions too. If you think it would be better from straight overhead, then I will get that rigged up. I mean, this here one too, this is straight overhead, but it's much closer than the setup that I had with the selfie stick that is much farther away, and then I would just have to zoom in more, but it was from a little bit different angle. So I will wait to hear from you guys and see what you think. One thing I could also do, and I believe this is what I actually did for those previous videos that I did record with that selfie stick up there, is I believe I turned the video upside down. So you were looking at it from my vantage point. So I think before I publish this, after I am done editing it in the software, I am going to flip it around and I'm going to see if that actually works better. Just thought of that. Because yeah, that is actually what I did last time. I flipped the whole entire video upside down and you guys could see what I was doing much better. All different kinds of things we can do to our videos to make them look better for you. Just some playing around and seeing what works better for this situation and what works better then. So I will do some playing around on my end too, but yes, please let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I would appreciate it. I can't believe, I don't know if this is everybody's opinion that does diamond painting, but to me, I cannot believe how much faster these round drills go down than the square ones. I think doing a round drill, to me, is almost, I don't know, maybe not quite twice as fast, but it's a lot faster than the square drills. You don't have to worry about getting them straight like you do with the square drills. So yeah, much faster, much easier. The reason why I do, again, square drills is because I like the more finished look of the square drills when the diamond painting is finished. But, you know, at the end of the day, when you look at this diamond painting from afar, you don't notice if they are round or they are square drills. And because the canvas is painted around these drills, the part of the canvas that still shows after you're done putting these round drills on corresponds to that particular color, so it does all blend in. Whereas with the squares, there is no canvas, no leftover canvas showing, of course, because the square drills fit tight together. Or at least you hope they do. So, you know, some situations there are gaps, and there's nothing you can do about that. A little bit you can, you know, take out just a little bit smaller of a square drill and put in a little bit bigger of one, because you will get some that are a little bit bigger, some that are a little bit smaller, even though they're all supposed to be, I think it's 2.5 millimeter. You do get some that are just a shade different. So that is one thing that I do when I do my square drills, is I look to see if I need a little bit bigger one, and then I'll look for one of those in my tray. Or sometimes it's getting really squished and I know that I'm going to have a problem with buckling tiles or popping drills, as some of them say. And it's because my drills are a little bit too big in that area. So I will take them back off and I will replace them with some smaller drills. And sometimes that works, sometimes not, like with Huracan, when they were having all their major problems last year, because I think they grew too fast with all of us Americans all of a sudden jumping on board for diamond painting, and they were getting so many orders in that their quality just went way down. So yeah, they were having a lot of problems with popping drills. Okay, oh, there's another L. Let's see if there's any more. I don't see any. It's not to say there's not any, but I don't see any. So again, when I empty out my tray, okay, I just tap them down, or most of the time I use my drill pen to tap them down, and then I keep this end closed. I open up my container ahead of time. Yeah, Lisa, okay. If you don't do that, be sure you're very careful with that tray. Open up my container and dump them in. Okay, we are done with that color. Now I'm going to go on to the M's, and M is a number 3024. Put this one back and let's find 3024. That is over in here, and I apologize if my arm's in the way. So here we have 3024. It's kind of a grayish color. Tannish, I should say. Okay, gray tan. And we're going to dump some of them in our tray. Now, as long as Misty doesn't come up here with these drills, I'll be fine. Take a sip. Alrighty. Let's start with the M's. Am I in frame? Yeah. All right. How is everybody's weather in their neck of the woods? It actually is quite a beautiful day here. We have been having some major flooding in the area because not only did we warm up quite nicely, no longer all that zero below. Yeah. I cannot talk today. My heavens, my brain is just not working in coordination with my mouth. Bad day to do recordings, but Saturdays, weekends is when I can get a number of them done and publish them throughout the week. But yeah, my brain just never woke up today. Yeah. Must need some more caffeine. Okay, what was I saying? Now I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the flooding. I'm not quite sure where I was, but it, yeah, has been flooding. We actually got, nice warm temperatures. And then we got quite a bit of rain on top of that. So that did not help matters. Definitely helped with melting our snowpack, though, which we do all like, but it is not a good combination here in spring when we got so much snow this last winter. So there is a lot of running water, a lot of flooding. I do have quite a bit of water in my basement, and half of the basement is a finished basement. The carpeting is soaked all the way up to the steps. I'm not quite sure what we are going to be doing down there. I was planning on getting rid of the furniture down there anyhow. It is not a room that I use anyhow. It mainly got used when my youngest two were still at home, and it was kind of their hangout for, when their friends came over. And because they had that huge family room in the basement, it's half the basement in width, but then lengthwise is the entire length of the house. So it is one long, huge room. And so it was great if they wanted to go down there and do their gaming. All their Cam's friends would bring their Xboxes. They'd connect them all together down there, and they would just go to town and have their multiplayer Xbox game parties down there. And yeah, other parties too. We had a big New Year's Eve party down there, and when my youngest daughter graduated from high school, we had the party outside, but then she had a couple of live bands that they knew come in, and they were downstairs because it just would have been way too loud to have them outside. Because yes, it was young people's music, headbanging music, you know what I mean? And actually, as loud as they were down there, down in the basement, you couldn't even hardly hear them outside. So I must have a relatively good insulated house. Because, yeah, it was not bad, and I told them they had to be done by between 11 and 12. And they were real good about that. And the party itself, of course, didn't end then, but the bands had to stop at that time. I didn't want to get noise complaints. I have really awesome neighbors, though, that have put up with some noisy backyard fire pit fires in the summer, and that would go quite late. And I don't do that anymore, but if it was nice out during the summer, yes, we would have fires out in the back in the fire pit. That's why I don't even know if it pays for me to keep this wood that's in my garage taking up space when I could use that space so bad, so desperately for other things. So I don't know. I do have this double-sided fireplace in the house, though, and I hardly ever use it. And I said, that is such a shame. This is such a gorgeous fireplace, and I don't ever use it. It is so sad. It's there more for looks than anything, I guess. So, yeah. Not sure if we should get rid of that wood. And the few times that I would have a fire in the fireplace, we could just probably buy a little bundle. So I don't know. Just tossing the idea around. Bob wants to get rid of the wood out there so we have extra room along that wall, because it's kind of taken up the majority of the west wall in the garage. And the garage is just seeming to fill up more and more and more, because Bob keeps bringing home more and more stuff. He loves going to these estate sales, and these are called V&J sales, Jane's estate sales, and you know, he does find some good deals. I don't deny that, but you know, it may be a good deal, but do you really need it? And if you don't really need it, is it a good deal then? Not really. But he always says, well, we could resell it. We could sell it in the rummage sale. Marathon always has this big citywide rummage sale every spring. We're always the first one around that has their rummage sale. We're always the last weekend in April. So yes, the weather is always horrible that weekend. You can just about bet on it. 1 year did we have nice weather. Otherwise, we have had rain. More often than not, we have had snow. Last year, nope, I wasn't in it last year. Thank heavens, because that's when Bob was going through all of his cancer treatments and whatnot. So it was a very good thing that I had decided ahead of that, before we even knew that any of that was coming down the pike. I had already decided I was not going to be in the rummage sale last year. It is so much work. For any of you that have done rummage sales, I'm sure you know what I am talking about. And I'm sure there are many of you that say, I would never do that. Because, yeah, it is a lot of work. Just cleaning out the entire garage alone takes forever, especially when your garage is full like mine. And then to get out things you want to sell, put prices on everything, get them out in the garage, hang, you know, whatever you need to be hung up, any clothes, or, you know, just getting everything out on the tables. I had at one time bought 8, I can't remember if I think they're 6 foot. I originally was thinking they were 8 foot, but I think they're 6 foot tables, foldable tables, for the rummage sale. So I have those, and those help a lot. And then I have a card table that my daughter Heather and I sit at, because she is the one that she wants the rummage sales more than me. I don't have near as much to sell as what she does. So, oh, and there's Bella. Oh my heavens, I'm gonna have to pause this again, guys. I am so sorry. I'll be right back. I am back once again. This is gonna be a fun one to splice together. Okay, yeah, there were a couple doggies walking past. Told you it was nice out. You always can tell when it's nice out because this is normally dog walk central through here up where I live in summertime, and you can always tell in spring everybody wants to get out and walk their dogs finally, especially after the winter that we have had. So yeah, everybody's been getting out and walking their dogs, and as you can tell, Bella just kind of goes crazy. She has interrupted a number of my videos, and yeah, well, we say pause the video, actually end that clip and have to start a new one, and then we just splice them all together. So I think that is all of the M's. Nope, missed one. Missed 2, missed 3, missed 4. Oh boy, didn't do this section in here. We'll just get these. It is about 2:45, and my daughter is coming for me to do her taxes. I have the software on my computer by H&R Block, so I do Bob's, mine, and his brothers and his sisters' taxes for them. So now she wants me to do hers. Have all of you filed your taxes? Mine and Bob's, ours have been filed for a long time, and we got our returns back already, so. Oh yeah, you guys didn't know that if you watched my coloring book flip-throughs, because I showed you all the books I bought out of my tax return. Okay, let's do use, and that is $7.29. So that is kind of a goldish color. So we will get these out. These are kind of staticky. Let's tap them down. Like I said, I never have this problem with square drills. I only have problems with static with the round. So, and it doesn't help that they're in these type of containers. This is very staticky type of plastic. Whereas my other trays that I use, my other storage, I should say, that I use isn't near as staticky. And I got the little piece of dryer sheet in here yet. I'll put that in there. So we'll see when my daughter gets here, and we'll see how long this diamond painting and chat is going to be. Let's pull this down a little. I am seeing more and more diamond painting and chat videos that are going up on our color tube channels. So that's always nice to see. For those of you who like to watch diamond painting and chats, it seems like I have gotten a lot of positive feedback on them. If you don't do diamond painting, I know many of you just go ahead and color while you are listening to us chat away. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do too. If I'm not diamond painting, I'll just color while I listen. You look up every once in a while to see where they're at, just like coloring chats. But you are looking at your coloring page much more than you are looking at your screen to watch YouTube. That one's off a little. I kind of go back after I'm done with these diamond painting and chats, and I just kind of glance them over and see if any need to be adjusted a little bit. But Typically, I will adjust them as I go along, and I'm not as picky as some are. I do tend to be a perfectionist at heart, but again, in the grand scheme of things, nobody is going to see if each individual drill is on there perfectly. Especially when you look at it from afar. You stand back and look at it, it's going to look just fine. This is just such a cute little diamond painting for me. This is the smallest diamond painting I have done since I first started diamond painting a number of years ago. So this looks like an itty bitty baby one for me. And again, it is a 30 by 40. This is probably the most popular size for people to do. It's not too big, it's not too small, and it shows enough detail that it looks okay when it's done. Now, if you have a very detailed picture, now this size probably will not work well. Especially if you have wording or something in your diamond painting, you would probably need to go for a little bit larger diamond painting. I have some that are quite detailed, and that is why I opted to get those in 60 by 80. So they are twice the size as this one. So yeah, they're quite big. And I have quite a number of them to do, which I plan on getting one of those out once I finish that waterfall in there. First, however, I do want to get, I showed an unboxing in my previous video, the unboxings where I had two of them to unbox, and I put that video up a few days ago. And one of them was a Minnie Mouse. And Maddie just adores Minnie Mouse. So I would like to get working on that one because her birthday is coming up in June. I had originally bought it for a just because, but then I realized her birthday was coming up. And I thought, oh, that would make such a cute gift for her. So, I don't know if I'm going to, I'm almost going to have to temporarily take down my waterfall diamond painting and kit up the one for Minnie Mouse. I can't remember. I believe it is a full square drill. Maybe it's a round. It'd be nice. Round one will go much faster. But I think it was a square, if I'm not mistaken. So that means it will take a little bit longer, and I will have to work on that diamond painting more on the weekends and at night during the week. So I may, for the next few months, have to kind of slow down the amount of videos I am putting out on YouTube in order to spend a little bit more time on diamond painting to get that done for her. I have so many that I need to get framed. I had the set of my 3 dolphins, or 3 diamond paintings with a dolphin in them, to put in my other bathroom. And I probably had them done for, gosh, probably a year and a half already. And I still have not framed them. Plus, I probably have about 4 other ones that need to be framed, and they're just kind of all sitting on the table behind me, just waiting patiently as they drum their fingers on the table. Saying, okay, I know one of these days it is gonna happen. Eventually we will get hung up on a wall somewhere. And we will be loved rather than ignored. So yeah, someday I will get around to it. And probably when I get around to framing Maddie's, it's just much easier once you get the stuff out for one to just go ahead and make, you know, get the stretcher bars out and make all the canvases at once and get the gesso out and gesso them and paint all the canvases, get the glue out, you know, do all that all at the same time. So yeah, once I get it out and frame hers, I'm probably going to be framing up all the others. So that will be a weekend project because it takes quite a while to do all that. Any more U's over here? Okay. Move you over a little. Maybe up a little too, huh? So yeah, we'll see when Mallory pulls in the yard. And I'm sure Bella will let me know. That is another thing she loves to bark at. Like most dogs. That one, I guess I can't blame her. Somebody's in the yard. Stranger danger. And it's so funny because if Bob buys a new vehicle or, you know, something like that, then she's got to get used to a new vehicle all over. So when he comes home and she's not used to the vehicle, she just sits here and barks and barks and barks. And here it's Daddy and she doesn't know it. Okay, I think that's all of the U's. Just buzzing right along here. Okay, I will get these drills out of the tray. And I think the next that has the most would be, I think the S's will do. So let me get these away. Alrighty, S's are, let's see, let's look in our key over here. S's are 702, so that's out of the first row. S's are this nice pretty green. So I will get some of the green drills out. Not going to get a whole lot out because there's not quite as many now as the first drills. Sorry for the arm. Got my handy dandy little piece of dryer sheet. Put that away. All right, so there's some pretty lime greens in here. Move you over a little. Nope, got to move you over a little more. All righty. Let's see. Don't know if I can get the whole thing in frame so I don't have to keep adjusting you. Because I have one way up here. Yeah, that didn't show too good, did it? I'm never sure how close to zoom in for certain videos. It will look like it's not zoomed in enough on my iPad. And yet when I look back after I have it in the editor, I'll just kind of glance at pieces and parts. I never watch my own videos all the way through. Just pieces and parts here and there. And it always looks like it's zoomed in a lot more when I play it back. So I don't know. That's why it is hard for me to tell if this is zoomed in enough. Again, can't really tell if it's at a good angle. So I am relying on you guys to let me know that. I think we will go for a little bit more on this picture. And I am going to end this diamond paint and chat and get ready for my daughter to come, and then maybe I can get this in the editor and let it start saving and all that good stuff that takes so much time. I have one other very long one to get uploaded to YouTube, and that's going to take a few hours to get that up onto YouTube. So I'll have to see. I should be able to work on Mallory's taxes while that is all uploading on the same computer. Because again, with just replacing that hard drive to a 1 terabyte solid state drive, it's like a completely different laptop. Is it like a brand new laptop? No. But it is like night and day compared to how slow it was. And, you know, the guy at Best Buy just says that's the nature of the beast, you know. After you've had a laptop for a few years, they do just slow down. You know, you're putting stuff on the hard drive, you're deleting it, you're putting other stuff on, you're deleting it, and it just does slow down the hard drive and how your computer can access that information, whether it be your operating system, whether it be your software programs. So yeah, it just all slows down. And by getting this new hard drive in there, oh my heavens, it is just wonderful. I can again now multitask and have multiple programs open at the same time without them taking 10 minutes to open. And I mean, that may be a slight exaggeration, but some of them would take like probably close to 5 minutes to open. That's how slow it was. It was just ridiculous. Oh, gosh. And I'm just a very impatient person to begin with. So to put up with that was not a good thing. Not a good thing. Okay. Let's go and do one more color. And I think we'll do the O's. I see quite a few of those. Get this green away. What is O? See if it's in the same, no, of course it's not in the same row. O is 3743, so it's in this last row, of course, because it's hardest to get at for me. Who's peeking? Oh gosh, Misty, she's sleeping by the patio door and she's got the blinds separated and she's clonked out right in the middle there. Leave it to her. At least it's not part of the blinds where it'll shine on my picture here on my desk. So, oh, what did I say? 3743. 3743. Oh, it's a pretty grade lavender. And we have a couple of aliens that have invaded. If you look, we got 2 aliens in here that we must get out. Put them into our junk. Have these stragglers. Okay. That is a very pretty color. I'm liking this. It's really getting to be some pretty colors in here. That's why I thought these this colorful dandelion picture would be a really pretty one to do on screen for you guys for my diamond painting and chats, because it should have some pretty colors in it. Diverse colors. It won't be so boring to look at. Again, not that you guys are probably watching me. You are assuming, I am assuming, you guys are doing your own thing. But overall, when the picture is done, heaven only knows how long that's going to take, because I don't know how often I am going to be able to do diamond painting in chats. I would like to get one done a week. That is kind of my goal, so that it won't take 2 years to get this diamond painting done. But I have so many videos on my to-do list, and that list is ever growing. But I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing. I am just thrilled with the fact that I am getting close to 1,000 subscribers. I am just flabbergasted. I never thought I would get close to 1,000 subscribers, much less get close to 1,000 subscribers in such a short amount of time. I mean, it's only been about 2.5 months since I have started up this YouTube channel at the beginning of the year. Well, I think it was December 31st, so that's about as close to the beginning of the year as you can get. So I say the beginning of the year. So yeah, almost exactly 2.5 months, with today being March 16th. And as a reminder, we will be having a nice giveaway for when I do reach that 1,000 subscriber point, and it will include everybody, international and here in the States. So hopefully that video will be up within the next few weeks. Maybe this next week, I don't know. It seems like I get a few new subscribers every day, so hard to say, you know, how long it's going to take, but again, I have each and every one of you to thank for that. All the wonderful comments I have been getting, again, they just make my day. They brighten my mood. I do get requests for videos from you guys, which I thoroughly enjoy. And I have been adding them to my to-do list. Got a few of them off my to-do list today, and I believe, yes, they are both up on YouTube. I just put them up this morning. And I think that's all of the O's. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Let's go ahead and do the J's then quick. There are a number of J's. So I will put these back. And let's see what J is. 407. So that would be up in the top. 407. That is kind of another, from what I can see through the, it's kind of a beigeish color too. Don't need too many of these, so I'm not going to put many in the tray. All the more I have to dump back. So let's see where our J's are. The one video that I really want to get off my to-do list is the request to show how I record videos, my desk setup, what apps I use on my phone and the iPad so they connect together, and I'm able to see what I'm doing on my iPad. And again, I am working out the logistics. I promise you, to the subscriber who requested that, I have not forgotten about you. And I really, really want to get that video done this weekend yet. So I am going to continue to play around with some ideas, see what I can come up with so that I can show you what I do for recording, but I have to be recording at the same time. So I am probably going to be doing something with that other older iPad that I talked about, and then record with my newer iPad. So I'll have to see. I will just have to see, play around, test it out, and because yes, that request was from quite a while ago, and I feel bad that I haven't gotten it up yet for her. So I do promise you it is coming, dear subscriber. So yeah, I will work on that and try to get that one up. Another request that I had from a while ago, so it is also on my to-do list, is working with the pan pastels. This individual just got the entire 80 set of pan pastels, and if you know pan pastels, that's a pretty chunk of change right there. And so she wants to learn how to use them, and I jokingly told her, you're asking the wrong person. But I do want to start, quote, coloring, unquote, with them. That's why I got the entire set now. So it is going to force me again to get out of my comfort zone and force myself to work with them and learn things along with all of you. So it will be another situation where it may succeed or it may fail. But as we do each one, we will all learn together. And that's all we can do, right? Learn from our mistakes. I have to always keep reminding myself, so that picture didn't turn out great. So what? It's a coloring book page. At the end of the day, how many other pages do you have, Lisa, to color? It's not like I'm running out of any anytime soon, right? I have enough books and pages to color for 3 lifetimes, I think. So if I ruin a few here and there learning how to do something new, so be it. It's just, you know, that's the type of personality I have where, you know, I want to do it perfect the first time, and I should not expect that of myself. You can't be perfect the first time. My other thing is learning to work better with my Copics now that I have all of them too. And you know, it took me so long to get the entire set, and I have a number of classes that I need to take that will teach me how to use my Copic markers for different things, whether it be skin, hair, clothes, you name it. And yes, I have to find time to do that too. See, it's finding time to do all of this. I wish I had all day just to play, but I don't. What a bummer. But anyhow, I think that is where we are going to leave it today. I'm not quite sure how long this diamond painting and chat ended up to be because I got interrupted so many times. I am going to look back and see how, again, this looks from this angle. I may flip it around and take you from my vantage point and flip it upside down. Again, that's what I did last time, and it seemed to work out great. So I'm going to try that again and see how each version looks. But again, leave me a comment down below what you think. if I end up putting it so that it's upside down, let me know if that works okay. If you think it would look fine from my vantage point or your vantage point, I guess let me know. Let me know if it's zoomed in enough, if my hand is in the way too much so you can't really see what I'm doing. I know that can happen with coloring too. You're at such an angle that when you're coloring, your hand is in the way, and then you, the viewer, can't really see what we're doing, and that can be irritating too. But so just, yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Again, I will be linking a lot of this diamond painting paraphernalia that I showed you today down in the description below. If anybody has any questions at all with regard to anything I showed you today, just feel free to ask and I will answer you to the best of my abilities. So I hope everybody's having a terrific weekend. And if you are not subscribed to my channel already, please consider subscribing. And again, I already said that. I hope you're having a great day. See, I get into this routine of saying certain things at the end of my video. So if I get out of sync, it's like I don't know what to say anymore. So I'm just going to finish it off by saying happy coloring and happy diamond painting. Bye, everybody.